Now, a Target 12 consumer investigation, DNA kits, what you need to know. They're popular for anyone who wants to learn more about their family tree.
You might even be planning to give one to your mom this Mother's Day. So tonight, consumer investigator Susan Campbell takes a look at how these DNA tests work and what you need to consider before you sign up for one.
DNA tests like 23andMe and Ancestry promise to reveal your ethnicity, flag any health concerns, and even connect you with family members you never knew existed.
Words can't describe. After 56 years, I found my sister, and I love her.
For long-lost sisters Melody Seidel and Lisa Dunn, the test filled in some blanks. For others, they've created new holes.
It's like somebody took a big bite out of your life.
Nancy Ryan is a producer at our sister station in Tampa, Florida. When she took a DNA test, the results broke her heart.
I was lost a little bit. I first thought there had to be a mistake. The man who raised me wasn't really my father. It was devastating. It was a tremendous loss. It was like he had died again. I loved him.
This has got to be it. I have to.
Dan Eggleston experienced a similar sense of loss when his DNA test results showed his grandfather wasn't his dad's biological father.
It was pretty devastating because I had done a lot of research on that line.
Even just determining where you're from isn't always totally clear.
A student of mine, she's from Ukraine. She got her test results back and they say, well, you're partly Russian and partly Lithuanian. And she goes, oh my God, well, my parents are from Ukraine. What happened? Like all of a sudden my family tree is totally wrong. That's not really true, but it may be that they don't have a whole bunch of sequences from people who are from Ukraine and have been from Ukraine for a long time.
Rachel Schwartz is an assistant professor in the School of Biological Sciences at URI. She showed us what DNA sequencing looks like. All of these letters are code for what makes a person unique. DNA tests look for the similarities in this code.
How accurate are they? The DNA test itself is only as informative as the data that you have. You've got to have samples of all the populations that you're from. If you are a little bit of this and a little bit of that and you don't have really good samples of all those populations, the computer's going to assign you to something.
We checked with some of the most popular DNA test companies. They all pride themselves on the accuracy of their tests. You can read their public statements right now on our website, WPRI.com. With the Target 12 investigator, Susan Campbell, Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Susan. And this consumer investigation continues new on Eyewitness News at 6.
We're looking into privacy concerns around these DNA kits after police in California say they captured an alleged serial killer using an online DNA database. New details in a Target 12 consumer investigation. DNA kits, what you need to know.
A cold case in California, a suspect finally behind bars.
Investigators say they captured the alleged Golden State Killer because of an online DNA database.
New at 6, how the case is raising new concerns about DNA privacy and what you need to know if you decide to test your own genetic code. Consumer investigator Susan Campbell has the details.
The Golden State Killer terrorized California in the 70s and 80s, committing dozens of rapes and murders. But the crimes abruptly stopped and the case went cold until just a couple weeks ago. The DNA was always there on decades-old crime scene evidence, just waiting for law enforcement to find a match.
I believe very strongly that it's the greatest tool ever given to law enforcement.
With that genetic profile, investigators searched a free genealogy website called GED Match. They got a partial hit, a relative of a 72-year-old ex-police officer named Joseph James D'Angelo. Police say another DNA test confirmed D'Angelo was the killer who had eluded them for so many years. But the case has raised new questions about DNA tests and privacy. GED Match said although we were not approached by law enforcement or anyone else about this case or about the DNA, it has always been GED Match's policy to inform users that the database could be used for other uses. And the Federal Trade Commission is cautioning consumers who are considering DNA testing to consider the privacy issues. The first thing to do is comparison shop. Ask how your health and genetic information will be used and shared. You should also choose your account options carefully. Some important questions to ask: will my profile be available to others online? And can other users send me personal messages? We checked the privacy policies for a couple of the most popular DNA test kits. Ancestry says the company is committed to being a good steward of your personal information, handling it in a responsible manner and securing it with administrative, technical, and physical safeguards. 23andMe says we are committed to providing a secure and safe environment for our services. The FTC says it's also important to realize hacks happen. Even if a company promises to protect your sensitive information, there's a potential it could still fall into a hacker's hands. With the Target 12 investigator, Susan Campbell, Eyewitness News.